Hi, I've been asked to talk about a game which I like but a lot of other people absolutely hate. Obviously there's quite a few to choose from. If you ask Chris Smith on the show, he probably says most of the games I suggest to talk about on the show are absolutely rubbish and only I'd like them. But I've gone for one which is a little bit of a running job between me and Phil. I'm going for Dick Tracy on the Mega Drive. A game that I've mentioned a few times, he absolutely hates it. And I've spoken to a few other people who say it's rubbish. An early Mega Drive game based on a film licence, so again they can be hit and miss, but I think this is quite good. It's got a mixture of levels, in regards to just sort of scroll along, shoot bad guys. You've also got a machine gun as well, so you can shoot the bad guys in the background, which is quite a nice touch. You've also got levels where basically you chase after the bad guys, sorry I keep saying bad guys, in your car, and you're hanging out the side of the car shooting them and things. I don't know what it is about Dick Tracy. It's something that I've always sort of enjoyed. I remember renting this out with mates as a kid, and also I remember watching a film at cinema, collecting the toys and things like that. And for some reason, the one line that always gets stuck in the head from that film is the part where Dick Tracy is about to be blown up, and you have one of the bad guys, I can't remember his name because there's so many of them, just shouting 30 seconds no more Dick, which back then being a kid I thought was quite funny. So I'm not the only person though who thought this is a good game. As I said, I have spoken to a few people on Twitter. However, in this issue of Mega Magazine, quick magazine plug, they gave it 47%, so they weren't that impressed by it at all. But again, it's not a bad game. I think it's worth checking out, and you can get it quite cheap.
So what franchise do I love that no one else seems to love? Well, for me, it has to be the Phoenix Wright games. These are brilliant, and no one ever talks about them. My favourite in the series has to be the third one, Trials and Tribulations, so much so, I even got the Japanese version. I can't speak Japanese, I just seem to want it on my shelf. So what's so great about these? Fantastic story, kind of point and click exploration, and also brilliant sprite work and chiptune music. To be honest, what's there not to like? And these, they're increasing in value. They're getting more and more expensive pretty much by the day, so future investment, just start buying a series.
Hi, the underrated game I want to talk about is Transformers Devastation on PS4. This game was developed by Platinum Games. It is probably the most faithful of all Transformers games that come out. It's based on the G1 series, and it actually looks exactly like you remember the cartoon. No need for rose tinted glasses here because you get exactly what it is in the tin. You get to play as a number of Transformers, including Optimus Prime and Bumblebee, and it basically combines everything you love about the Transformers with the great fight mechanics that Platinum always deliver. You've got a whole host of enemies that you love from the past, like Megatron and Starscream and things like that, and notably Devastator, who you can see quite clearly on the front cover. Just an awesome title, and I think one that I don't think many people have picked up because it was a budget title and it's a licensed title, so I don't think many people give it a second thought, but great title nonetheless.
So the game I love that a lot of people didn't and the reviewers didn't love is this. Mission Impossible on the N64. Didn't review very well, had big build up and hype, didn't live up to it, to most people's expectations. I liked it, sort of followed the film, sort of didn't. The guy didn't look like Tom Cruise at all, don't think he wanted to be in the game, but yeah, all round, solid game, Mission Impossible.